Over the last few years, the seasons come earlier. But once June is over, it's a straight path to summer. But for me, Miroku Genjo, this season was hell. As a junior in high school, this year would be the last time we have swim class. But they separate the guys and girls, so we don't even get to see the girls in their swimsuits. More than anything, I was actually relieved by that.
Hey, pirate! Aren't you embarrassed by that?
I'm not Roronoa Zoro. I told you that I'm not a fighter.
How do you even get a scar like that on your back anyway?
You're never gonna be able to go to the beach with any girls like that.
One shot from a bear claw. And plus, I'm never popular anyway, so I don't go to the beach. I have a large, obvious scar on my back. I'm used to it now, but ever since I was a kid, I hated my classmates seeing it because they would make fun of me. I hated being asked how I got it, and I also hated the way people stared at it. It goes without saying that I hated swim class. This is a sad confession, but I'm not popular with any girls, and I like the mountains more than the ocean. Right now I'm underage, so it's hard, but once I become an adult, I'm looking forward to going camping by myself. The mountains are great. It's overflowing with negative ions, and I can feel the breath of life. I don't need to worry about people around me looking at me, and even if the animals see me, they don't say anything to me. But the bears, I need to be careful. Everyone, be careful, okay?
Hey, Genjo, why do I feel like Kuze's glaring at you?
What a coincidence. I feel the same way.
Wait a minute. Maybe she overheard us when I was talking about how nice and proportionate her body is the other day.
She isn't just being cold. She's after you for sexual harassment. In our class, we had a girl who was famous within the school named Michiru Kuze. She was the most beautiful girl in school, and when I found out I was in the same class with her, it made me really nervous inside. But a few months into being classmates, I've still only spoken to her a handful of times. That being said, that went for all of the guys in the class, because she was also famous for being very cold. She's so cute, it's such a waste. I'm sure if she smiled, she would be even more cute. That's what I thought. But there's no way I could say that directly to her. Not even that, but somehow, I'd gotten on Michiru Kuze's bad side without realizing it. Anytime I looked over, she was glaring at me. How sad. After swimming class, I was always physically and mentally exhausted. Whenever I get in the water, to this day, my body freezes up. Even though I used to be good at swimming back then. As I was thinking that, I found myself dozing off.
Genjo, wake up.
Wait, what? Kuze?
I yawned as I lifted my sleepy eyes, and for some reason, standing right in front of me was a grumpy Kuze.
It's already after school. How long are you going to sleep?
What? You're right. Nobody's here.
You were even snoring. I popped your snot bubble.
Oh, you popped it. In the classroom, there was only me and Kuze left, and as usual, she seemed to be in a bad mood. I didn't have it in me to get excited about the situation. When I looked at the clock, it was almost time to leave school. Thanks for waking me up. So, did you need something from me?
No, I was just on my way back from the library and you were deep in your sleep, so I just woke you up.
Thanks, that was helpful. At this rate, I was about to be caught by the teacher, sleeping. Even though I don't have any after-school clubs.
Why don't you join a club or something? You're pretty good at sports, aren't you?
I'm shocked.
About what?
I just thought that you might not be interested in others. Sorry, even though that's really rude.
I know it seems that way. Everyone says I'm cold anyway.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing out of nowhere?
I've also said that you were cold and stuff like that before.
You've been apologizing a lot this whole time.
I also don't like it when people talk about my scar behind my back. Kuze might be the same too. But at the very least, I'm sure it doesn't feel good for anybody to spread rumors that she's cold, no matter who says it. And maybe that's what makes Kuze keep her distance from people even more. In the end, it doesn't change the fact that I was insensitive.
Well, it is the truth after all.
So you recognize it yourself.
Of course I do. And for me, with guys, as long as I could have that person...
Kuze?
Nothing. More importantly, there's something that I want to ask you.
What could it be? I don't actually have that much money. Oh, I know! I have a library card.
Why are you suddenly shaking? And I'm not going to do anything threatening like that.
What? But you're always looking over at me and glaring at me, so I thought you were trying to scare me.
Why would I?
Wait a minute. Is there a fee just to go walk with you like this?
How evil do you think I am?
I only have small change, but do you want it?
Damn it, are you kidding me? Can't even buy one juice with this. That's not what I'm saying.
I knew it. So you are planning on taking everything from me.
I'm just walking with you because I had no choice. Don't make me seem like one of those lame bad kids from a suburban school.
I don't think you should say discriminatory things like that. I don't want to cause any trouble.
Why are you suddenly being serious?
Sorry. You're pretty funny, Kuze.
You're the one that suddenly changed the topic. Sheesh, come on.
I didn't think that you were this fun to talk to. But more importantly, did you have a question for me?
Don't force the conversation back like that. What exactly is going on in your head?
Well, it's fine.
I just happened to hear this the other day, and I know that it might be uncomfortable to ask something like this, but...
That's rude. I'm disappointed.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Sorry.
Genjo, is it true that you have a scar on your back?
No, I don't.
What? No way, but...
You must have heard the wrong thing, Kuze. Anyway, I'm busy, and I need to leave now, so,
Oh, wait, Genjo!
As if to block out Kuze's words, I said goodbye, and I left the scene. Because we were having such a good time until that moment, I didn't want to talk to Kuze about something that pathetic. I'm not sure if I was shocked that she knew about it, or because I felt bad to Kuze to talk about it. I had a clouded feeling inside of me as I rushed home.
Why? All I could do was be devastated and watch Genjo's back walk away. Even though I finally found the perfect timing, I messed up. Maybe, to Genjo, that wasn't something that I could just ask him so lightly. If that's the case, I need to do whatever it takes to find out the truth. Mirako Genjo, the classmate who doesn't have much going for him. To me, he should have been no different from the rest of them. Nothing special, just there. But there's a small chance that he is... I had a burning hope. I didn't mean to, but I found out about Genjo's secret. And if that's the truth, then Genjo, are you the person that I've been searching for my whole life?
I know it doesn't matter, but I don't have any childhood friends, I don't have a stepsister, and I certainly don't have a fiancé. I didn't have anything that would be able to be an exciting flag like in an anime. Yesterday, I actually had the opportunity to talk to Kuze, and yet, I was the one that completely shattered that excitement. I'm the guilty one.
Hey, male student A, do you have a minute? There's something important to talk to you about.
Kuze? With me?
Lunch break. Will you give me some of your time?
Yes, time is nothing. I can give you as much time of that as you want.
I don't need that much, but...
It was rare to see Kuze, who was famous for being cold, talk to a guy by herself. And she had a serious look on her face that I had never seen before. When it comes to chatting with a guy, the only thing is asking them out. Everybody around the class had been observing her, and suddenly, everybody was buzzing.
Hey, Genjo! Did you just see that?
Interesting. So I guess that's the type of guy that Kuze likes?
Why is it that guy? If it's him, I should have a chance too!
None of you have names anyway. You're just a mob of fans.
I have a name! And she glares at me again. My defense power just took a huge hit. Kuze was glaring at me with a face that I couldn't even express in words. What happened yesterday must have really rubbed her the wrong way. This is bad. Not only do I have no flags, but I think I just provoked her in a really bad way. Maybe yesterday Kuze just wanted to ask me about male student A. What have I done? In that case, then maybe I got in the way of her crush. Period. Maybe there wasn't much meaning about her asking about my scar, and she was just trying to make conversation. In that case, I was being way too self-centered. Oh, I'm so embarrassed I want to dig a hole and bury myself in it. And suddenly, it was all anybody was talking about. The love of the cold girl was discovered. That Michiru Kuze is going to ask a guy out was a rumor that spread throughout the entire school in an instant. In order to try to help, I tried to tell Kuze quietly the good things about male student A, but she pushed me away. To be honest, it was really, really depressing. It sucks to be an unpopular guy. How was it? What were the results? Did you kiss? Did you touch her? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! The only girl that would ever let you do that is some anime heroine with pink hair. Give me back my excitement! Give me back my hopes! Give it back! What's wrong with you? Gross! What the hell? Why do we have swimming class in the afternoon? I'm already exhausted in the afternoon. Having to do a swim class is rubbing salt in the wound. But either way, I never wanted to stand out, so it was normal for me to be sitting in the corner by myself. But even still, I wonder if it went well for Kuze to ask the guy out. I can't even imagine Kuze being affectionate towards a boy. If only I didn't have this, then I could also... Maybe I could have been more forward. That's what I thought, and I felt even worse about myself. The scar on my back happened when I was a little kid during a typhoon. I saved a girl that was drowning in the river, and I got hurt when I was shielding her from a tree trunk that flew over in the current. I don't remember it, but apparently it was a really major injury, and I was taken by the ambulance. By the time I realized, I was in the hospital. But what I do remember is that I was relieved to hear that the girl was saved. At the time, I thought this scar was a badge of honor. I was proud of it. But little by little, I started to notice the way that people were looking at it. Maybe if I didn't have the scar, I wonder if I could have dated Kuze just like male student A. If I didn't have anything to hide, and I was able to just talk to her, then maybe we could have at least been friends. I wonder if that girl is doing well. It's not like I'm asking for anything in return for helping her, but I just hope that she's living happily at least.
Genjo, you're here, aren't you?
Ah! A peeker! A peeker! If this was a boy, then it would be a problem. But when it's a girl, then somehow it's forgiven. Don't you think that's prejudice? What? Kuze?
Thank goodness you're here. The rest of you hurry up and get dressed and leave.
This is unfair! We're going to tell the teacher on you!
Whatever, small fish.
Kuze, I wouldn't say that you're exactly cold. Maybe you're just a little wild.
That's not important right now. I heard from male student A. This time, I'm going to see it for myself. I knew it. Genjo, isn't this...
It's not anything nice to look at. As I said that, I hurried and pulled my t-shirt down. See? I knew it. It looks like an image out of a horror movie.
That's not it. That's not it. Genjo, I am the reason behind the scar that you have. You saved me, and then you...
What?
I've been looking for you my whole life. I wanted to see you. I finally found you. I heard the boys in the class talking about the scar on your back, and then that's when I thought that maybe you were the person that saved me when I was about to drown in the river.
Does that mean that you're the girl from that time, Kuze?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Genjo. I wasn't even able to thank you or visit you in the hospital.
Why were you in the river that day?
My mom and dad had gotten a divorce, and everything was a disaster in the house, so I was sent to my grandfather's place for a while. It was awful. Even though my mom was the one that cheated, she insisted that she should have custody of me. And then my dad got angry, and I just hated everything around me. And during the typhoon, I ran out of the house. But then the river was flooded, and I slipped and I fell in. If it weren't for you, Genjo, I would have died that day, and yet you saved me twice. You are the savior of my life. But, Genjo, that day, why were you in a place like that?
Well, I was just simply excited by the typhoon, I guess. You know, how do I say this? But boys get naturally excited when things like that happen. Oh, I'm not saying it's because I'm a boy, because you're a girl. I'm not trying to be prejudiced like that, but...
I feel like you're the type to run around the backyard in excitement when it snows, like a pet dog. Oh, but I'm not saying that you are a dog or anything prejudiced like that.
So that's how you smile, Kuze. That's the first time I've seen it.
Is that so? But that might be true, because I was finally able to find the person that I love.
What?
Genjo, please let me say it right. I like you. I love you. Is this the bridge effect? Is it too easy? But what's wrong with that? Because I like you this much. After I was saved by you, Genjo, I fainted and I wasn't able to visit you in the hospital. Immediately after that, it was decided that I would live with my dad and I had to transfer schools. I was against it, but my dad was so angry with my mom that he wanted to get away from her as soon as possible. My dad went to go visit you in the hospital, and he told me that he went to apologize to your family as well.
Oh, I feel like I remember my mom saying something like that. But I heard that the girl was saved, so I thought that that was enough.
I guess you haven't changed since then, and how kind you are, and also how weird you are.
I'm not weird at all.
You are weird. That's exactly what weird people say. Oh, but I'm not being prejudiced. It's not anything to be embarrassed of. This is the proof that you risked your life to protect me. I was finally able to come back, and I was finally able to find you. I won't ask you to go out with me right away. But just like you did for me, I'm going to put my life on the line. I love you, Genjo.
Kuze, what about your cold attitude?
There's no way I would act like that to the person who saved my life.
If you're not going to ask me to go out with you, does that mean that you're going to be watching me from the shadow of the pillars?
What are you saying? I'm putting my life on the line, which means marriage. I decided that I'm going to spend the rest of my life taking care of you this time.
I'm pretty sure that's a decision I have a say in.
Would you not want me?
It's not that I want or don't want, but we don't know each other that well either. If anything, we've only even had a handful of conversations.
If there's anything you want to know, I'll tell you anything. My 3 sizes are...
I want to hear this, but I'm definitely not supposed to hear this!
Because of those idiots, they changed the age you can get married from 16 to 18. Seriously, useless politicians.
Whoa, that mouth! Well, for boys, it hasn't changed, and it's still 18, you know.
I'm sorry, Genjo. I'm going to say this in advance, but I spent too long thinking about you without being able to see you that it's only gotten worse.
Looks like you really understand yourself.
That's why I'd like to ask you, Genjo, this isn't out of guilt. I truly love you.
As she said that, Kuze deeply bowed her head to me. I didn't save her because I wanted this to happen, and it's not like I saved her because I wanted to have some kind of flag, and that's why I was hesitant. But this isn't out of regret or out of guilt. In that case. But what if I'm a misogynist?
If you told me to welcome you back on my knees when you come home, I will. I'll walk 3 steps behind you and I won't say no to anything in bed.
Can you not say it like I'm about to attack you?
It's fine, because you're everything to me. If you say it, then I will try to turn a black crow into white.
Kuze's decision was real. There wasn't any hesitation in her words, and I could feel that that was never going to change. I'm still in high school. If someone tells me to get married now, that's a problem. But Kuze is beautiful, and she says that she wants to take care of me. If she says that she wants to become my wife, there isn't anybody better. More than anything, I was falling for her too. Wait, I'm not seeing the problem here actually.
Miroku?
Hey, listen. If I asked you to be my girlfriend, then what would you do?
I would. I would definitely be your girlfriend. That's it, you already said it.
Kuze immediately replied with extreme momentum, and I don't think that I could take it back after that. But if Kuze's happy, then maybe it's fine. I couldn't believe that that day and today, this day, would be connected. I felt a strange sense of fate. Grandpa, looks like I have a girlfriend.
Listen up. Miroku and I are dating now. If any of you try to make fun of my boyfriend ever again, you know what's going to happen to you. I'm going to make sure that you are never going to be able to speak again. So you better be ready, you idiots.
Wait.
Oh, Miroku, I was just thinking that these idiots who don't know their place should understand, and...
Why are you so aggressive?
What do you mean, why? They're just like a mob fans anyway.
They're our classmates. That's enough. Hey, Miroku! Didn't Kuze just say something that we can't ignore? Something about you being her boyfriend?
That's right. That has to be some kind of mistake. Why some loser like you with Kuze?
Who the hell are you talking to, you idiot? Watch your mouth.
Ah!
I'm very sorry.
Don't worry. I'm going to clean up all of the trash that says anything rude to you.
You're scary. She was smiling, but her eyes weren't smiling at all. And before I knew it, Kuze was calling me Miroku in front of everybody. Wait a minute, Kuze. Are you actually affectionate?
No, I'm not.
Actually, can you read minds?
Finally, my love story, our love story can begin. Because nothing matters to me if I didn't have you in my life. Let's make a lot of memories in high school, okay?
This time, Kuze was really smiling, and I felt my heart skip a beat. There wasn't a shadow of her coldness from before. She's a little bit, very extreme. But at the very least, I don't think I'll be bored. Period.
Miroku, I love you.
The scar on my back wasn't going to cause me any pain anymore.
I'm so sorry.
The school's most beautiful girl, Ayu Miyoshi, bowed her head towards me and apologized. That's how I, Hayato Suwa, was rejected from my first love of the summer of my junior year in high school. I'm dreaming, huh? The summer of my freshman year in college, I had a dream for the first time in a while of high school before I fell into a self-hating cycle. It's already been done, dude. I still can't get over her, huh? Ayu Miyoshi was considered the school's most beautiful girl. That's how pretty and cute she was. But then she was definitely not the type to be the center of attention. She was the quiet and hard-working type. I just talked to her from time to time. I was attracted to her gentle kindness when I was around her. I can't get the image of how cute she is out of my head. I should have asked her out again without giving up, I guess. There's no point in dragging it on, I guess. I'm just gonna go to college. I don't know what Miyoshi's doing right now. I can't even see her if I want to. I decided to shift gears and work hard on my studies. Let's see, my next class is,
Hey, you, right there.
Huh? You talking to me?
Yeah, you.
The girl that was talking to me out of the blue was a random girl I'd never seen. She's pretty darn cute, too. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I'm a freshman. My name is Kaguya Kotomiya. Would you want to come to tonight's matchmaking party?
Party? Sorry, but I've never really gone to that sort of thing, and I don't know about going with someone I've only just met.
Please, we don't have enough people, so I'm really struggling to gather a solid group. I'll support you throughout and I'll repay you too.
No, sorry, I can't go.
Come on, I'm begging you. Please, 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 please.
I'm afraid to go with people that I don't trust, and it's a little suspicious. I kept on saying no, but she wouldn't stop asking me. Damn, how did I end up here? I couldn't turn her down. Honestly, I was full of worry. If it seems sketchy, then I'm just gonna run away, okay?
Hayato-kun, I'm so glad you could make it. Thank you so much for coming today. Let's have a fun time together, huh?
Yeah, my name is Hayato Sua, by the way. Nice to meet you.
You're so serious. I'm Kaguya Kotomiya. You can call me Kaguya.
Okay, Kaguya. I know it's a little bit late, but why did you invite me when we've only just met?
Your face. You're totally my type.
This person might just be a regular extrovert, huh?
Let's get going, huh?
I've just gotta get through this without alarming myself or anyone else, okay? Well, also remaining alert. Alright, thanks for coming here, everyone! Let's all get along and have a great time together! Cheers!
Cheers! This is such a good drink. Huh? Hayato-kun? What's wrong? Are you nervous or something?
Yeah, it's that too, but, well, At this point in time, I was probably the most nervous I'd ever been in my life. You might be wondering why. Well... What is Miyoshi doing here? There was that girl who rejected me while I was in high school. Miyoshi Ayu in the flesh. I can't believe that I would just run into her like this again. Miyoshi is somehow prettier than she was before. She was pretty in high school, of course, but she's even more feminine and beautiful now that she's in college. Honestly, she's the cutest one here. Kaguya is really cute too, but Miyoshi just makes Kaguya the second prettiest in the group. Miyoshi really is just the cutest girl in the world. She has to be. I should try and muster up the courage to go and talk to her, but it might be annoying.
Hey, Hayato-kun, is that watch Lilo Lilo?
You recognize this anime?
Yeah, I like that brand too. I have a different item from that anime though.
The wristwatch I was wearing was from an anime that's extremely popular now. It kinda resembles the characters, but only people that know the show actually know about it.
Which character do you like the most? I like Layla-chan.
Oh, me too. This watch is the Layla-chan model, actually.
We're fans of the same character. She's so small, but she's so good with a sword, and she's super strong too. But she likes cats too. It's so cute.
I totally understand that.
We have similar interests, huh? Woo! Cheers to similar hobbies.
Huh? Oh, yeah, cheers.
Let's talk about Layla-chan tonight, huh?
Yeah. I'm actually really surprised that Kaguya likes anime. I'm curious about Miyoshi, but she's been helping me out, so I should at least give her a shot talking to her.
I'm having so much fun. You know, we've got super good chemistry, Hayato-kun, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe so.
No, for sure. Hey, would you want to go grab a drink after this with just us? I was actually going to do that from the beginning. I just used the invitation as an excuse.
Huh?
Can I sit next to you?
Huh? Miyoshi? Why is she coming over here? And why is she sitting next to me?
Go for it. Nice to meet you. I'm Kaguya Kotomiya. You can just call me Kaguya. Okay, sure. I'm Ayumi Yoshi. Nice to meet you. Copy that, Ayu-chan. You can call me Kaguya-chan.
Oh god, what do I do? I feel like I'm suddenly sober now.
It's been a minute, Suya-kun.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it, Miyoshi?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yeah, we used to go to the same high school. Dude, look at that guy. He's got the two prettiest girls at the party sitting next to him.
That's literally not fair, man. He's taking all the action. It's like he's the protagonist of a RomCom Manga Dub or something.
Like, damn it, dude, I'm jealous. I feel like everyone is looking at me.
Suya-kun?
Yeah, what is it?
I like it too.
Huh?
I like Lilo Lilo too.
Oh, she's talking about the anime, not me. You sitting next to me because she wanted to talk about the anime, huh?
Really? Then let's all talk about it.
We all started talking about anime together and really hit it off with each other. It's been so nice to talk to Miyoshi for the first time in a while, but the fact that I can talk to her regularly like this means that she doesn't think anything of me. I guess that I'm the only person that hasn't forgotten about that confession, huh? Yeah, I need to forget about romance. I just need to quietly enjoy seeing her have fun. It's kinda nice to see her get along with Kaguya, too. Alright, we're gonna play a little game, guys! We're handing out numbers, so draw one at a time.
Whoa! Oh, there's a game starting or something. What is it?
Is this the first time playing something like this?
Yeah, I honestly just came here for my friend, so it's my first time coming to a matchmaking party at all.
Oh, I see. Phew, I feel a little relieved after hearing all that. Alright, everyone drew one? Alright, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3!
Who's the king? Me!
Alright, give us your orders.
Number 2 pets number 4's head.
Oh, I'm number 2.
Huh? I'm number 4? Yay! I get to have Hayato-kun pet my head.
I gotta do this or else I'm gonna screw up the mood of the party. But I do like Miyoshi, and this is right in front of her.
Come on, Hayato-kun. Come on, I'm waiting.
Okay then.
Yay!
Huh? Miyoshi's really mad? Wait, what? Why? Alright, good. Let's go to round 2.
Woo! Focus, focus.
Miyoshi's super focused. She's just drawing a number. Everyone pulled one? Who's the king?
It's me. All right, number 2 says that he likes number 5.
She looks so disappointed for some reason.
Who's the king? Me. Okay, 1 and 3, hug.
I'm number 1.
Huh? Oh, yay! I'm number 3. All right, Hayato-kun, give me a hug.
No, that's a little too,
Nope, you can't avoid it.
Oh yeah!
Do it. Here you go. Woo!
Man, you guys are into it. It's like you're the protagonists of a RomCom comic dub. This is what matchmaking parties are about, I guess. I've gotta say no next time. It's not like it's not fun, but it's a little too much for me. Miyoshi, are you okay? It was right then at that moment when I realized that Miyoshi was acting, strange.
Huh? You asked me out. You cheater. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's totally fine.
Huh? What's going on, you two?
I didn't understand at all what Miyoshi meant by that, and my first ever matchmaking session came to an end.
I see. Ayu-chan was your first crush in high school.
After the party, I was at a nearby park talking to Kaguya about what I should do. I wonder why she called me a cheater, man.
I see. I think I know. I think that might mean that she actually kinda likes you.
No, that's not possible. I was rejected after all.
Right, but you know that girls can be really confusing.
Yeah?
Don't worry, buddy. I'll handle it for you. I'm very good at this sort of thing. Although, it's my first time.
It's your first time and you're this confident.
I mean, just leave it to me like you're on a sinking ship.
Yeah, you're drunk.
Ugh. I returned home from my first ever matchmaking party and just collapsed into bed. I can't believe that I would run back into Suakun again. I'm so glad I could see him again, but then I had to do that. I'm the worst. He didn't even do anything wrong. I just got mad at him for no reason. That's how my old memories came rushing back with a sense of overwhelming guilt.
I like you, so please go out with me.
I had a quiet personality, but I must have gotten my parents' looks, which led to many people really liking me. That's why his confession was just another confession in the giant group of people that asked me out. Or it was supposed to be. But he was so confident and honest with me. He had just told me how he felt directly. It was the first time anyone had done that to me. I'm sorry. But I impulsively said no. I wasn't able to face that strong feeling. I couldn't face romance. But after he asked me out, I couldn't stop thinking about Suakun. I saw him upset because I rejected him, and I felt guilty and upset. I saw him looking, paying attention in class, and having fun and laughing with his friends. Before I knew it, I was always looking for Suakun in class. I slowly started to think about him more often, and before I knew it, I only ever thought of him. Suakun was kind and very straightforward. I knew that. For some reason, that made me so happy. Seeing him happy, I was able to be happy as well. I didn't realize that that was love until I had graduated high school and I was in a situation where I wasn't able to see him anymore. A call? From Kaguya-chan? Hello? Ayu-chan, you got a second? Yes, I'm free right now. I'm just going to be honest with you now. Do you like Hayato-kun? Why would you ask that? I knew it. I could tell by watching you. Was it that easy to tell? Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll help you out. Help me? Yeah, leave it all up to me. That's how I ended up getting Kaguya-chan to help me out. Hey, Hayato-kun, over here! Hey, Hayato-kun.
A few days later, I ended up going to an amusement park with Kaguya and Miyoshi. According to Kaguya, she was trying to get us to stick together at this amusement park.
All right, let's go!
Why are you clinging on to me?
I mean, it's a date. Huh?
I thought that you were gonna help me get with Miyoshi.
Huh? Was that what I said? I was drunk and I don't really remember what I said.
What the heck?
If you like her, then you need to do your best, silly. I'm going to work hard to get you to look my way.
Huh?
Kaguya-chan, that's not what we… Sorry. All right, let's go. What, did you want to ride, Hayato-kun? Kaguya-chan, aren't you a little too close to Hayato-kun? Huh? Well, this is totally normal, I think. Here you go, Hayato-kun.
No, that's not, What the hell is going on right now? Does Kaguya honestly like me? Or… Kaguya is cute and I'm happy to be honest, but I like Miyoshi. And I tried to let Kaguya help me from the get-go, but this is my romance, so I need to do my best. I'm sorry. I like someone, so I can't have you feeding me like that.
I see. Okay, guess it can't be helped then.
Huh?
If you like someone, I give up on you. All right, I'm going to go home now. What are you going to do, Ayu-chan? I
was hoping that you would stay here with me, Miyoshi.
Okay, I'll stick around. Okay, Hayato-kun, good luck with the rest.
Kaguya, you were scheming this all along, weren't you?
Nope, if you didn't do anything, I was just going to do what I could with you. If you can't get a yes from her, I'll take good care of you, okay?
Kaguya, thank you.
I was a very bland girl that was completely different from who I am today. But I was in love with a certain boy. But I found out that that boy was in love with the cutest girl in the school. I was never able to tell him before going to college, and I happened to run into that boy again. I'd never tell him that, though. I can keep that to myself. I hope they're happy. Are you sure you should have left Kaguya-chan? She's very cute and incredibly attractive, you know?
I think so too, but I have someone that I've liked for a very long time, when I was in high school. You, Miyoshi, I know you rejected me once when I was in high school, but I want to let you know how I feel again. I like you, still. I've always liked you, so please go out with me. If you can't go out with me immediately, we can just start off as friends, so please, Miyoshi?
I'm sorry,
I'm sorry for making you cry like that. I know I probably surprised you because I just asked you out of nowhere, but
It's not that. I really like you too, Suakun.
Huh?
I just rejected you impulsively at the time, but then I just couldn't stop thinking about you since then, and before I knew it, I fell for you. But I couldn't do anything before graduating, and I'd regretted it for the longest time. I'm sorry. I know that I rejected you, but this is all just selfish.
It's okay. I'm really happy. I'm glad to hear your honest feelings. I should have just asked you out again in high school. Then I could have made sure that you wouldn't cry.
Are you sure you really want to go out with me? I'm not bright and bubbly like Kaguya-chan, and I think I might be boring to be around.
That's not true. I think that the time I spent with you is quiet and kind. I like it, you know? I always have, ever since I met you in high school.
Thank you, Suakun.
Then I'll take that as a yes that you'll go out with me?
Yes, please. But this is the first time I'm going out with anyone, so...
Yeah, me too. So, I want to figure things out with the two of us. What it means to go out with someone.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. And that's how we started dating. I never thought that I would finally be able to get my crush to fall for me after a few years.
Congrats!
Later, we reported back to Kaguya, and she was happy about it, as if she was the one who was finally able to start dating. Kaguya, thank you so much.
I was able to start dating Hayato-kun thanks to you. Thank you. You don't need to thank me. I'm going to steal him when you're not looking.
Please don't joke about that kind of thing in front of my girlfriend!
I'm not joking, so you better hold him tight, Ayu-chan. I'll do my best. I'm not going to be a shut-in and quiet girl anymore. I'm going to work hard so that no one can take him from me.
Hey, Ayu!
There we go, that's the spirit.
After this, Ayu and Kaguya would become best friends. Kaguya would tease Ayu, and Ayu, taunted, would start being all over me without a care in the world.
I love you so much, Hayato-kun.
Thank you. I love you too.
Thank you.
We were both newbies to this romance and love thing, but there were so many things that we didn't know, and I'm sure that there's a lot that we won't know until we do it. But I don't want to let this thing go, since we're finally able to reunite with each other after this long time. That's why I swore to myself that I would become happy with her.
I should not have come here. I, Akira Hibiya, was invited by a friend to go to a matchmaking party, and I already regretted it. My friends were having fun with their friends and talking to girls, but I was just quietly sitting in the corner, eating and drinking alone. Is there a point in me being here at all? I was a sophomore in college, and I'd never had a girlfriend in my life. I was invited by a friend to go to a matchmaking party, and I just jumped at the opportunity to go. However, as you can see, I'm doing horrible. Is it my face? Is the face the most important thing? Of course it's important. Why wouldn't it be? All the good-looking guys were swarmed by the girls, and there were other guys trying to pick up the girls who were pushed to the side. The whole party was getting pretty rowdy, but I was quietly eating the food with a drink in one hand. This egg roll is seriously too good. Maybe the horseradish is too good. Okay, great. I'm gonna keep eating. I'm the only one at the table. But do I have to come to a matchmaking party to eat alone? And I get to sit back and just watch all these people having fun talking to girls too. It's so fun talking to girls, huh? I'm so jealous, damn it. It's fine. I'll eat alone. It doesn't taste any different. But I don't have the balls to go talk to a girl on my own. If I could do that, I would have already had a girlfriend. Why am I trying to make myself look and sound smaller than that? Am I just a shard of glass that hurts everything that I come into contact with?
Akira, you having fun, buddy?
If it looks like I'm having fun, you should go get your eyes checked.
Aw, you're a little salty, man. You said you wanted a girlfriend, so I invited you to a matchmaking party.
All the girls are being picked up by the good-looking guys. When's the last one coming? If that person isn't interested in me, I'm leaving.
Nah, relax, man. I know you'll like her for sure.
Apparently, the girl that he called is going to be arriving a little late. That was the last and final hope for me. If she had just showed up, it means that I have time to talk to her. I might even be able to get her pity and talk to her. It is a little too cynical of a thought, I guess. I need to be more confident. Girls like guys who are confident or something.
I'm sorry for being late.
This voice. I've heard of it before.
Wait, Nana?
Who else does it look like?
The girl who had a very unhappy look on her face was Nana Mitsui, my childhood friend. Nana and I lived next door to each other, and we always hung around each other. We always went to the same schools, too. I guess this is what people say when they say, we go way back. That's why I knew how popular she was, too. She was asked out pretty much every week. According to her, even in college, her popularity hasn't declined. That's why I was used by Nana in grade school as a way to keep away other boys. But she still had guys continue asking her out, so it's terrifying how attractive she is. After class, she often came over to my house and just stayed in my room for a while, so I would say that we definitely spent almost as much time together as I did with my family. Nana was always pretty looking from when she was in high school, but after she moved up into college, she's matured even more. I think you could believe people if you introduced her as a model. Nana's arrival caused even men who were busy talking to a girl to look at her. She's got her long, silky black hair that suits her innocent look. She's also never had a boyfriend, which is surprising. However, Nana isn't like me and chooses not to have a boyfriend. It's definitely not because she's not popular, like me. So, why are you coming to a matchmaking party, Nana? You could have any guy you want, when you want.
I'm here for something.
Here for something? What do you need here?
Not here, but I'm here for you.
Huh?
Me? What did I do?
She came and sat next to me, which meant that she was not going to let me off the hook.
Akira, I heard you were looking for a girlfriend. You made that promise with me, though.
Promise?
The promise to get married? When we were in elementary school, we promised to get married once we got older. You don't remember?
Married? Me? With you? Are you seriously going to bring up a promise that we made in elementary school after we started college? I don't think I've ever remembered making that promise to begin with anyway. Wait a second. Was it when you were 10 years old? I remember that you were asking for something for your birthday present, and you said something along the lines of marrying me when you grow up.
You do remember. That's exactly right.
No way. But why would you bring that up now?
Because we're going to graduate in 2 years and find a job in 2 years. It's a good time to start thinking about the future.
But that doesn't mean you should bring up the promise of marriage, don't you think? Oh, I see. You came here to ask me if I remember so that you can call it off. That was just a joke as a child and that you weren't serious.
Akira?
She looks terrifying.
I always thought you were kind of slow from before, but this is the first time I've ever felt like pushing you off a building.
Why? Women are difficult to understand. I've heard that before, but I didn't realize that it would directly affect my life, too.
From what I'm hearing, I guess you don't even know why I haven't found a boyfriend yet, huh?
Because it's a waste of time to spend time with a boy?
I think this time is the most wasted time.
I'm sorry. She's totally pissed. How do I calm her down?
I think that I'm the very loyal type, you know? I can't fall for more than 2 people at once.
Uh-huh. And
I can't forgive the person that I like liking someone else. I get jealous. Why won't you only love me?
she's a lot more feminine than I thought. Who knew? I've been her childhood friend for 20 years, and this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
By the way, the person I like hasn't changed since I was in elementary school.
You know, that's actually pretty loyal.
But not only did that person forget our promise, but he's going to matchmaking parties to try and find a girlfriend. He's a pretty horrible man.
I feel like that's a strangely familiar situation. Did someone turn the heat up in this room? And also, I feel chills in my spine. Just to be clear, what's that person's name?
His name is Akira Hibiya. I'm staring and talking to him right now.
I knew it! The guess was now absolute. Is she being serious? That Nana is saying she likes me and always has?
Your reaction is a lot less dramatic than I thought. You don't like me?
She's so close. I didn't know you could make that kind of face. Normally she's got an I'm not interested in anything look. It's not that, but I didn't think it was realistic to think that you liked me.
It's real. You want me to pinch your cheeks to make sure?
No, thank you. Nana is definitely pretty from an objective standpoint. And if you ask me if I like or dislike her, then I like her. Otherwise, I wouldn't have continued to be her childhood friend for 20 years. You're being dead serious?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here telling you this. You don't believe me?
I mean, we never really talked after we started college, you know.
The fact that you don't know why proves to me that you really aren't just pretending like you don't understand. Do you remember when I used you as a way to keep away guys?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, a lot of friends asked me if we were dating often.
Seriously? We were just good childhood friends.
Well, I was just waiting for my childhood best friend, Akira, to make me his girlfriend. Pansy.
I feel like Nana has no breaks today.
But you never thought of asking me out at all? I was just a childhood friend to you? You probably look at me as a family member or something, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I've never even thought about making you my girlfriend or anything.
That's why I started putting distance between us after we started college. I wanted you to reset your recognition of me as family and to reconfirm how I felt about you. You kept saying that you wanted a girlfriend after you started college, but you never seemed interested in me, the closest girl to you. I thought that waiting was useless, so I decided to invite you out.
That's why he told me to look forward to it. I know this is all a good story, but I don't have the mental capacity to enjoy this. The cat does in fact have my tongue. I'm trying my best to figure out how to not make her any angrier than she already is. I could tell on my own how fast my heart was racing right now. Is this love?
It's just nerves. If it was love, look at my face.
Can you not read my mind?
I can tell what you're thinking like the back of my hand. Right now, you're trying to figure out how to wrap things up quietly so that you can really sit down and talk about it on a later date, right? You kept saying you wanted a girlfriend, and this beautiful girl is saying that she's been waiting for you, but you're just going to miss the chance to have dinner with her right now?
Do you normally call yourself beautiful, or...
I think that it's a fair, objective assessment.
I don't disagree with that, but you are Nana.
What's that supposed to mean?
Shoot, was that careless? I should have just quietly complimented her. It's not that I'm hanging around you because I think you're beautiful. We stopped hanging out as much after college, but you're still my lovely childhood friend.
Akira.
Nana smiled. I apparently chose the right words.
30 points. You brought up the childhood friend relationship, and I'm bringing up talk about marriage. Proof that you truly don't understand how women work.
You mean 30 out of 100, right? That's literally failing. What was the right answer for that?
I would say the correct action was to hand me a filled-out marriage form.
You cannot just make me decide the fate of my life based on some small talk. You really think people just carry around marriage forms?
I carry one around, actually. Now, you just need to sign your name and we can submit it to the city office.
You know, you're starting to scare me.
Love trumps fear, so there are no problems there.
Is this what it feels like to be loved? Is it just me? Or can I see a future where she's got me whipped before we're even married?
About the marriage, I've already got permission from both of our parents.
Wait, so I was the only guy who was left out of this whole thing? I didn't realize that she made moves already like this. And why are my parents okay with me marrying Nana? We're childhood friends, but I can't agree with everything moving forward when I'm not paying attention.
Have you found any girls that might be your girlfriend, Show? I kind of have an idea since you're coming to a matchmaking party.
Actually, I don't even have any female friends outside of you, Nana.
That's good news for me. I don't have to worry about any other women that are going to be after you.
You can't just grab my arm like that! I would also like to point out that her boobs are pushed up onto me. You do know that, right? The look on your face says that you totally know what you're doing. Apparently, she developed a devilish side to her without me noticing. I thought that I wouldn't be nervous towards Nana, but I'm absolutely nervous right now. Damn it. You really think that this man, who's never had a girlfriend in his life, would have any kind of resistance to a girl? Especially her?
You finally have started looking at me as a woman, huh? Did you let your guard down?
Yeah. Some beautiful girl suddenly coming onto me would make anyone jump out of their skin.
Yeah, you look like you'd develop a nosebleed if I hugged you right now.
If you hug me here, things are going to get out of hand, so please don't!
Okay, I'll do it when no one is looking then.
I think Nana's fawning over me more than I've ever seen before. She's beautiful and cute, besides the part where she's just casually bringing up marriage. Honestly, I think I'm a lucky man. I'm being asked to marry by my beautiful childhood friend.
If you think so, just sign the papers. Is there anything you need to be doubting about?
You mean like what happens after college? We're still students and surviving based off of our parents, right? I think that getting married that soon is a little too... early? First, we should find jobs, then come up with our living standards before we think about getting married.
That's not entirely wrong. How about you make me your fiancé and girlfriend, huh? You get a girlfriend, I get to marry you in the future. It's good news for everybody. This is a matchmaking party. It's a place to find boyfriends and girlfriends, so it should be totally acceptable for me to suggest myself to be your girlfriend.
I lose this argument. I don't have a single reason not to accept. I mean, sure, but why do you even like me, Nana?
I'm not very impressionable, I'm not exactly the most considerate, and I really don't see why anyone would like me.
What's the point of asking me that?
I'm just curious. If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to.
When we were in elementary school, I was teased by some boys. You were the one that saved me from those boys. Now that you bring it up, I think I kind of remember something like that happening.
Nana was already showing signs of being beautiful from when she was in elementary school, which meant that she was going to gather the attention of boys, and those boys would try to get her attention by teasing her. The girls ignored her because Nana was liked by the boys too. Nana was about to stop going to school, but I started hanging around her, and they stopped messing with her. I remember that after that, Nana was able to spend a relatively peaceful time at school.
You also chased off dogs that were barking at me, and you carried me when I twisted my ankle. You were always saving me.
That's why you still don't like dogs.
Shut up. They're cute from afar, but when it comes to petting them, Is that really relevant right now?
Okay, I understand why you like me, but that was in the past. Right now, I'm just a random college student.
You were always just a random boy.
That's probably why you're supposed to compliment me, even if it's not true.
I don't need to lie, and even if I did, you wouldn't trust me either.
Nana is totally right. If she just started complimenting me about things that I wasn't used to, I would actually start suspecting the things that she was saying. Men that aren't popular want to be popular, but when they're kind to you, you start suspecting things. That's the sad existence we have. A girl might randomly say, "Hey!" and you might just fall for her right then and there, but that's a different story. I don't have the audacity to criticize that.
So anyway, are you going to make me yours or not?
Honestly, there was nowhere to run or hide anymore. I was still worried about a lot right now because I still don't know if I'm good enough of a man to be Nana's boyfriend. And honestly, I can't think so far ahead that I'm thinking about marriage. But she was always my childhood friend, and I don't want to see her sad. From childhood friend to girlfriend, and from girlfriend to family, that's it. To me, Nana being around was normal, and I almost forgot about it, but I had a lot of fun with her. You know, childhood friends must have been a good excuse. That's why I didn't want to actually face it. Thinking back now, you always tried to get my attention, I think.
Yeah, you thought right. Did you finally figure it out?
Sorry.
I'll think about forgiving you after what happens from this point on.
If you're okay with a guy like me, please go out with me.
Of course I'm okay with a guy like you. If you don't believe in yourself, believe in me. I like you, so you can trust me.
I didn't realize that that's the face she makes when she gets nervous. Maybe it's because I started looking at her as a woman. Now she looks even cuter than before. I didn't realize you were this cute.
You really took too long to figure it out. You haven't changed much.
I'm basically the same shape and size from high school, yeah.
But that's you, and that makes me feel safe.
I thought about dyeing my hair to try to glow up in college, but it just doesn't look good, does it?
You think so? I think it's a good thing to try new things. It's okay. I have confidence that I'll love you no matter what.
What a confident girlfriend.
Thank you for your wonderful compliment, Your Highness.
Ah, that's right. We always talked about nothing like this from before.
This is nostalgic. We've only been away from each other for about a year.
We must have so much to talk about from now on.
I don't think I'll get bored of it with you, though.
If anything, that's what's reassuring.
Akira, can you sign this now?
So, didn't we just talk about how we were going to put off the marriage till later on in life?
It's just as a memorabilia thing. Don't worry, I'm not trying to get you to sign this and make it so that you can't run away from me by submitting it to the city office.
You know, hearing that makes me even more worried than before.
But you ignored my feelings for over 10 years.
Fine, I'll write my name. But I have one more thing I want to tell you, Nana. I will make you happy, Nana. I'm never going to leave you. We're going to be buried in the same grave. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing! All of these men in the world who have already proposed are saying this crap?
Is that supposed to be a proposal? You've got a serious lack of talent. But it's okay. That kind of lameness is very you, Akira.
He finally made Mitsui-san his! I'm so jealous! Me too. I wanted a beautiful childhood friend like that. All the guys and girls around us were celebrating and simultaneously jealous of our union. She was the woman that everyone admired, so that's probably why she was the center of attention like this. Well, holla freaking Luya! Akira finally has a girlfriend. Let's drink, eat, and celebrate for him. But we're splitting the bill. That's how we ended up dating. We finished being just childhood friends and became significant others. The only difference is how close Nana is to me now. Can you not hold my arm while we walk in college?
Are you shy or something?
I just feel like I'm appealing that I have a girlfriend, you know?
Who cares? People will know that I'm your girlfriend, so it's fine, right?
Is that how that works? After being around Nana, I could see that there were more people looking at me, I think. The boys looked at me with jealousy and hatred, while the girls were relieved because Nana no longer liked the person that they were crushing on. No matter how you looked at it, Nana was clearly head over heels for me. Man, that's embarrassing to say about yourself.
It's nice to be lovers, but I'm also looking forward to graduation.
You know, I'm sorry for repeating myself, but you didn't submit those papers, right?
Oh, it's a cherished treasure in my house.
I'm glad that she didn't submit the papers without my knowing, but the fact that marriage papers are now a treasure is kind of scary. Whatever. I guess that means the love runs deep.
We should try to figure out what kind of family we want, too. How many kids do you want? Do you want to build a house? Do you want to have a cat, too?
That's way too far ahead for me to think.
It's fun to enjoy the process, too. I'm not worried because I'm with you. Any way I stumble, I'll have fun. So let's find our happiness together.
This must be what absolute captivation feels like. Whoa. I'm Shun Kanzaki, and I just become a junior in high school. And when I saw this girl on the street, I couldn't tear my eyes away. That glossy silver hair, that beautiful expression. We looked like we were about the same age, but, well, anyway, she was so beautiful, it could make someone stop and stare. And as proof, it wasn't just me. Plenty of other people were doing double takes as she walked by. Oh my god. My heart had never pounded like this before. Could this be true love? It was like my heart was bursting from my chest and my face felt hot. I'd heard about love at first sight, but I didn't ever truly believe it until I saw this girl's overwhelming beauty. I have to say something, or I'll regret it forever. She was a perfect stranger. If I just let her walk away now, maybe even this love would disappear like a fleeting dream. I had to chase after her, or I might never be happy again. Excuse me?
Can I help you?
The girl of my dreams eyed me with a puzzled expression,
and as I saw her up close, her beauty only grew more dazzling. But I had no idea what I'm supposed to say next. I don't have any experience with asking someone out. I barely even talk to girls.
Can I help you?
But it would all be for nothing if I just kept standing around and gaping. Would you like to get something to eat with me? I really want to get closer to you. That's what I ended up going with. I discovered a newfound respect for people who are actually good at this. But in the end...
Sorry.
Huh?
I don't want to just go out together with some random guy on the street.
And with that, the paragon of beauty turned and quickly scurried away. I was petrified. The gazes of everyone around me pierced me like daggers, but she looked at me with such cold eyes. The way she looked at me before she left dug in deepest of all.
Yeah, because you were creepy.
So declared my stepsister. This adorable cutie's name was Kana Kanzaki. She's a year younger than me and became my sister when our parents married each other. But after knowing her for so long, I was used to being around her. Was it really that creepy?
Sorry to burst your bubble, but I've got secondhand goosebumps just from hearing that story.
I don't think she was sorry at all. Seriously? But what else was I supposed to do? That could have been my only chance.
And you blew it. You don't get it at all, do you, my dear brother? It's not about what you did, it's about what you said and the person saying it.
Oh, I felt a sermon coming on.
You can't just ask a stranger out to a meal, okay? That just proves how stuck in the past you are, not to mention just inexperienced in general. The first thing you have to fix is that I have zero idea what I'm doing aura that you give off.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you don't have any idea what you're doing, but that can be worked around.
Please teach me. I don't know what to do.
Oh, well, I guess I have no choice but to offer my poor big brother a hand.
Okay. Kana was so naturally beautiful that it was plain to see we weren't blood related. At school, she seemed pretty popular too. I was thankful I had her around to give me sisterly advice. By the way, oh great teacher, do you have a lot of experience with dating yourself?
Nope.
Oh. The next day, after that fateful and disastrous meeting,
Woohoo! Let the date begin.
I somehow ended up on a date with my non-blood related sister. Because according to her, the first thing I needed to learn was exactly what it felt like to be out in public with a woman. I didn't really get it, but my teacher gave me no reason to doubt her, and it was a weekend, so we set forth out on the town. Alright, Kana, what should we do?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Is that any way to refer to your partner on a date?
Huh? I don't know if I feel comfortable calling you anything else.
It's fine. We're not even technically related. If we wanted to, we could get married or even...
That's a word I never wanted to hear from someone like her.
Call me a nickname or something. This is dating practice, after all.
Right. You're absolutely right. I need to practice. You may be completely flat and unappealing to me as a woman, but I need to pretend for the sake of my future.
What did you just call me? Take this seriously, okay? Sheesh, this is why people don't like you, you know.
Huh? I don't know anyone who hates me, though. But I was met with a cold gaze.
Okay, so with that being said, go ahead and take the lead, Junie.
Alright then, Kan? Calling my sister a nickname. She might have been my stepsister, but it just felt wrong after all the time we'd spent together. So, what are we buying anyway?
Huh? Nothing.
Then why did we go to the mall in the first place? It felt pointless.
So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make sure I enjoy myself without any specific objective in mind.
Understood. I see. So this was my assignment. Starting me with the training wheels off, huh?
Huh? But this is tricycle level.
Would I really be able to carry out such a monumental task? I was beginning to get nervous.
I may be your stepsister, but getting a peek at just how bad my own brother is with girls is actually scaring me. Oh, I want that cute mug.
She was pointing at the mug in the window of a souvenir shop. As her brother, I would have bought it for her anyway. But this is a date. I have to make the right choice that will make my partner love me more. I think I'll get the matching one then.
This is the first date. You're being creepy again. Oh, Rika, hi.
After going around the mall and pointing out all my numerous mistakes,
Kana suddenly ran up to a lone figure. She must have found someone she knew. Hey, she's just gonna abandon her date for a friend? Well, since it was Kana, it wasn't really a big...
Huh? Aren't you... Oh, do you two know each other, Shuni?
Kill me now. The person Kana ran up to was none other than the beautiful girl from the day before.
You're the guy who asked me out yesterday, aren't you? Whoa. Oh, Shuni, the girl you asked out was Rika?
I guess so. How'd I end up face to face with the person I tried to pick up in the first place? I was really happy to see the girl I'd fallen in love at first sight with again, but I felt so uncomfortable.
Oh dear, you just keep making mistake after mistake, don't you?
But I was really trying to be serious.
With her? Please. Rika stands alone as a beautiful flower. She's out of the people in my league's league. And you asked to get a meal with her? Please. Does a superstar waste her time dining with a baby chick? Of course not.
Hey, at least let me be a person in this comparison.
Does a queen go out to eat with a water flea?
Now I'm not even an animal visible to the naked eye.
So, Kana, why are you with this superficial guy?
And this is not making it better. It's strange though. Even though she clearly hates me, I was still glad she remembered me at all.
Huh? We're on a date, silly. What?
Hey, your friend is staring daggers at us.
I'm not even the target here, and I'm getting shivers down the back of my spine.
It was strange. I knew what I did yesterday was shallow, but it felt like she was staring at me with even more judgmental eyes this time. I hadn't even done anything since we met, right?
What's your name?
Shun.
Well then, Shun, why don't we go out sometime?
Seriously? I thought she was angry at me, but I guess I completely misjudged the situation. Was the person I liked really asking me out? Was this the effect of one practice date?
I'd like to explain to you myself just how wrong it is for you to stick your disgusting fangs into an important friend of mine the day after trying to pick up someone else.
That wasn't the effect I had in mind. No, I wasn't trying to stick my fangs in anyone. This is
Oh, yeah, let me introduce you. This is my friend from my sports team, Rika Kasuno.
Don't interrupt me in the middle of my explanation! Although, I did want to know that.
There's nothing to explain. Shuni and I are in a relationship where we can... You really are a pig.
Huh? Why'd you have to phrase that in a way that was so easy to misunderstand? What's wrong with you? She wasn't technically wrong, but that's not the point here at all! What was she trying to do? Tank my already low favor into the Earth's crust?
Shun, shut up! Just trust me and go with the flow here. You already got the date, so you can work on repairing your credibility then.
Oh, now I get it. At this point, it seemed like there was no way to rebound when Rika's opinion of me was as low as the Mariana Trench, but what Kana was saying did have some merit.
If we're going to do this, can you please stop trying to pick up my friends?
Of course. I promise I'll never go out with her again for the rest of my life, by any means.
Hey, are you trying to make me mad?
And that's how I somehow got a date with the fated girl of my dreams. In what felt like no time at all, it was finally the day of our meeting. I was so happy I got here 3 hours early. Right then, it was just about 9:30 a.m. After standing around and waiting for 3 hours, my legs were getting pretty tired. But if I complain now, I'll besmirch Kana's good name. As her brother, I have to do my best. Although, knowing her, she probably wasn't even really rooting for me. Today she was just complaining like,
Why are you going out so early?
she didn't even bother to see me out the door like she usually does. Oh, ye of little faith. But I thought Rika and I were just gonna have a quick meal or something. I didn't realize she was gonna ask me for the whole day. I mean,
Thanks for waiting.
as I was going down that rabbit hole, she suddenly called out to me. The vision that graced my eyes was of Rika wearing the same clothes she was wearing the other day, and what a great look!
You mean you and I together? Stop it, you're making me uncomfortable.
I was only trying to compliment her outfit, though.
Hearing any kind of compliment from a shallow mouth like yours only makes me feel worse.
I promise, I'm not the superficial guy you think I am. And her clothes really did suit her. The reason I called out to you that day really was because I wanted to spend time with you.
If you say so.
And with that, she made sure to always walk a few paces ahead of me. It was like she was making it clear that she trusted me about as far as she could throw me. I messed up straight from the jump. How exactly was I supposed to mend my reputation like this? I really was serious, though.
This is a surprise. You never call, Kana.
Well, you're going on that date with Shuni tomorrow, right?
It's true that tomorrow I am meeting that guy who tried to pick me up, but I don't care for shallow people who only care about outer appearances. I've been approached by more people than I can count, and anyone who would claim to be serious and then try to sink their claws into someone else the very next day is especially heinous. But I can't just forgive him for trying to go after a cute friend and teammate of mine like that.
I wanted to call you because I think there might be some kind of misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding?
Well, part of it was definitely my fault too, but I think you probably got the wrong idea somewhere.
The wrong idea? What was she talking about?
Shuni is actually my brother.
What?
So it is true that the two of us were on a date. It was a date, but I guess it wasn't quite a date.
It was so sudden, I didn't know what to say. But, you mentioned a relationship where you were doing something unmentionable.
Yeah, he's my stepbrother.
I suppose that made sense?
You'll have to excuse him. He's kind of an idiot when it comes to girls. Or rather, he has no idea how to talk to them entirely or something.
What's your point?
Oh, well, I think he really is serious about you, though. I know it's a bit presumptuous of me to ask this, but try to give him the benefit of the doubt tomorrow, okay? Of course, I'll leave everything to your discretion.
It was partially my fault for getting the wrong idea, so I decided to give him a day to prove himself. Well, I guess he's not like most of the guys who try to pick me up. It was certainly obvious that he didn't have any expertise around women, at least. But that still doesn't mean I'm going to assume he's serious about me.
I can't believe I get to spend the entire day with Rika. I was so happy I thought I was gonna cry. Just being next to her was making my heart pound. This really was love. But, hey, we're kinda just walking around, which is fine. But is there anywhere you want to go?
No, not really. I guess we didn't really decide on that, huh?
Okay. Then do you mind if we head somewhere I want to go?
Oh. I guess I don't mind.
Yes! I spent all night researching and thinking of the perfect date route. Time to put it into action. Wait, where are my notes? Don't tell me I forgot them!
Last night, Shun was up until late trying to come up with the perfect date for you, you know? And this morning, he left the house at 6 a.m. because he was so nervous. You agreed to 9, though, didn't you?
I didn't know people still did that these days. Maybe Kana's right and he is serious, or that's what he's trying to say at least. For some reason, the bad vibes I got from him are gone. No, stop it.
It's fine. I rehearsed this.
I guess he couldn't find his notes.
Well then, ready to go?
As Shun said that, he started walking in step with me. Oh, I guess he was taking care that I didn't walk into the street.
The place I brought her to was another mall, different from the one where I went with Kana.
I see.
What is it?
Oh, so this is what you were doing all last night? So this is the date spot you were thinking of, huh?
I thought I'd take her to a type of place that I already knew she enjoyed. It was the perfect choice. If she got bored, we could just go to a different store.
I already came here not too long ago, though, but I guess I'm back here again.
How? I mean, I know girls love shopping, but...
I guess I don't really have any interest in shopping for anything besides the bare essentials, though.
Not good!
Well, he went to all the trouble of thinking this up for me. I get that.
Did you say something?
No, it was nothing.
So you go to the same high school as Khan, huh?
Yes, I do. But you go to a different one, huh?
I guess you could say I don't have the same scholarly talent she does.
I see.
Oh, she finally laughed. Her cold gaze finally relaxed a bit and changed to a friendly, easy-to-approach smile. At first, she regarded me with nothing but contempt, but now I feel like the distance between us is finally starting to close a bit. I'm touched.
What are you looking at?
Or not.
How do I look?
As soon as we went inside one of the stores, she came out with this. Just like I expected from a girl like her, she immediately began trying on clothes. Oh my god, it looks so good on you. I feel like my eyes are so blessed right now, or something like that. The girl I love is showing me a different side of herself, and my heart won't stop pounding!
Okay, let me try on this one next.
Sure.
Are you sure you're okay with carrying everything? I'm the one who bought it all.
Of course it's fine. Actually, I should be thanking you for deciding to show me those outfits in the first place. So consider us even.
If you're sure. So that's what Kana's like at home, huh?
When our parents first got married, she wasn't like that at all. But now she just lazes around all day. I guess that's her true personality coming out, huh? It's not like it's a bad thing or anything.
Now I wish she'd show more of her true self in practice. Good luck, Shun.
Okay, leave it to me. Ah, so close!
Let me have a go. I'll take on your enemy this time.
Good luck. Let him have it. It was starting to get dark now, and the sun's rays were shining down crimson red. I thought a guy like me wouldn't really enjoy a shopping mall trip, but the time flew by before I knew it. Wow, that was way more fun than I thought it'd be. Spending time with the person you love really was a magical experience. I didn't know how I was going to be able to pull myself away that night.
Today, Today I had a lot of fun. Thank you. Also, I'm really sorry about before.
Oh, it's fine. I had a lot of fun too. Wait, what do you mean before? Was she talking about how she acted when I first came up to her? Nah, no matter how you look at it, that was all my fault, and she...
Yeah, I was pretty rude to you back then.
You think so? Don't worry about it. Honestly, I feel like anyone else would react the same way you did.
Yeah, but still.
And you still gave me the benefit of the doubt, and decided to meet me out here in the first place. I really appreciate it. I've never even been out with another girl besides Kon, so just this was more than enough for me.
I really hate shallow people.
I thought she was finally warming up to me. Why do I feel like my heart's about to jump out and strangle me?
But talking to you and getting to know you throughout the day, I feel like you made your feelings perfectly clear.
What do you mean?
You really do like me, don't you?
I mean, of course that was true, but when she just came out and said it, I felt so embarrassed that I felt like my brain had just been sucker punched. I came on too strong, didn't I?
Yes, is what I thought I'd be saying right now. But this whole time, I never felt like that at all.
Huh?
Actually, I ended up enjoying myself more and more as the day went on. Like I said, I can't stand shallow people. But I really like earnest people who really devote themselves to everything they do.
Rika turned her adorable eyes toward me. That alone was enough to make my heart start doing jumping jacks. And then...
Shun, do you love me?
Yes, of course. That much had never changed.
I've never actually dated anyone before in my life.
At that moment, Rika suddenly clutched my hand.
But if you're okay with that, I wouldn't mind giving it a shot with you.
I'd be happy to. Honestly, the thing I was most worried about was just making sure she'd have a good time. But I guess that mission was a complete success, and more. I managed to clear up our misunderstanding, and I even got her to like me. I can say with complete certainty that that moment was the happiest I'd ever felt in my entire life.
I didn't expect you'd actually start going out with Rika after one date.
The next day, Kana came out with that the moment she was about to leave for school.
And as for your designated matchmaker, I think I deserve some thanks for my distinguished service.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for everything. Can I get you a Louis Vuitton for your help?
Oh, sorry, you don't have to go that far.
but I really did feel so indebted to her that I was willing to get her a brand name product.
Anyway, shouldn't you be leaving for school around now? I thought you always head out around this time.
Oh yeah, about that. As I was about to explain, the doorbell rang.
Huh? Rika? Good morning, Kana. Would you like to walk to school together?
And the one standing outside the entrance was Rika, looking as cute as always. Seeing this, Kana was surprised.
Well. Looks like things are really heating up between you two.
But she just shrugged and grinned.
What? This restaurant is going to close.
Yes, that's right.
But why?
The chef is going to help with his son's restaurant.
I see. Well then, so you'll just be transferred?
She had a slightly relieved look on her face. However, I was going to have to shake my head, so I decided to push away that hope of hers. No, we're closing. Plus, it looks like the son has a restaurant in Nagasaki. The chef is also quite old, so apparently he's mostly just going to help out and he won't be making much of his own dishes.
Well then, why don't you take over the restaurant, Mr. Daisuke?
Me?
Yes.
There's no way. With someone of my skill level, there's no way that I could continue a restaurant of this caliber. This place exists because of the chef. If the chef decided that he's going to close it, then that means the legacy of the restaurant must go with him.
I'm super disappointed.
You were one of our biggest customers, after all.
When I like something, I become obsessed.
I'm sure the chef will be happy to hear that.
It's a shame for you as well. I heard you were finally starting to be placed in charge of some dishes.
Yes.
So what are you going to do now? Are you going to go to a different restaurant?
I do have a couple offers from places, but
You don't seem very excited about them.
yes, because I really liked this restaurant, and I'm not interested in learning the flavors and the ways of a different restaurant. But I need to face reality. If I don't work somewhere else, then I can't survive. I'm in the middle of thinking about it. I'm sure my salary will go down, and I might need to move out of my current apartment, too.
Interesting. This meatloaf is delicious.
Oh, really? That one was my recipe.
I can't help but be upset. I wanted to eat more of these flavors.
I hope you eat as much as you can while it lasts.
Hey, Mr. Daisuke,
Yes, what is it?
about your next job search. Can you hold off on that for just 3 days?
Sure. Either way, I'm not planning on making any moves until the restaurant closes.
Thank you. Well then, I'll be back soon.
As she said that, this regular of the restaurant, Miss Hina Imayoshi, finished her meal and left. A few days later...
Oh, Mr. Daisuke.
Hello, Miss Imayoshi. That was your dinner today.
It was delicious.
I'm happy to hear that.
By the way, do you remember the last conversation we had?
What was it again?
About your job search.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Did you really find one for me?
Yes, I was hoping you might at least listen to it.
Of course.
Well then, when you're finished with work, can you come to this diner? I'll be waiting there.
An hour later, I sat down at a table at a diner and spoke with Miss Imayoshi.
First, it's about the term of the job.
Yes.
This is the monthly salary.
Miss Imayoshi used her cell phone and showed me a number. It depends on the content of the work, but with this number, it'll be hard for me to survive, especially with rent.
Let's see. This job also offers accommodations and meals included.
What?
It's a live-in job, so you don't have to pay rent or any water or electricity bills. You can also claim your cell phone as an expense and consider that included as well.
So what you're saying is that this is what's going to come directly into my account? Without any expenses?
Yes, you could buy whatever you want, call or save it. It's up to you.
When I think about it like that, that's a pretty good deal. If I look at just the terms, it might even be better than my current situation. Well then, what are they going to make me do?
You don't need to be so worried about it.
No, with these good conditions, of course, I'm going to be suspicious.
Mr. Daisuke, you're good at cooking, aren't you?
Well, I am a working professional.
And good at cleaning?
Cleaning and going out to buy ingredients, I did all that time when I was still an apprentice.
Can you use Excel?
I can't do anything too complicated.
But you can at least calculate household expenses, right?
Of course. I'm sorry, what is this?
What do you mean? It's an interview?
I don't understand what's going on.
Congratulations! You're hired!
Miss Imayoshi smiled and put her hand out for a handshake. No, wait. I don't understand what's going on. What am I going to be doing in the end?
Cleaning, laundry, grocery shopping, cooking? Just helping around the house. Other than that, keeping track of finances on Excel.
A housemaid?
Oh, are you interested in wearing a maid outfit? I wouldn't mind that either.
Not at all.
That's a shame.
Is that really what the job is?
That's right. If you're interested in working under these conditions, then why don't we have you sign your name in either of the documents?
Either of these?
They are both contracts, but...
As she said that, she laid out 2 pieces of paper on the table. One had an employment contract written on it, and the other one... This says marriage certificate on it, though.
That's right.
And your name is already written under the line for the wife.
Yes.
What exactly are you telling me to do?
You don't get it?
She was giggling like she was enjoying herself.
Is it that strange? Back in the day, they used to call getting married into a household a lifetime employment contract.
Miss Imayoshi, are you drunk?
Not at all. Totally sober.
What's going on?
Look, I'm giving you the choice. Whether you're going to help around the house as a job and sign the employment contract, or if you're going to get married, you enter my household. What you're doing will be the same.
I see, so that's what this is.
That's what this is.
I'll take the employment contract.
Are you sure about that?
You're just teasing me, aren't you?
That's not my intention, though. We can start with that in the beginning.
Beginning?
Yes, to begin with. I'll just be really happy that I get to eat dishes from that restaurant at home. That'll be the best.
I see, so that's what you were after.
I guess you made my stomach fall for you.
I'm going to do my best.
Having all our meals together is also part of your job. Of course, I will cover all the food expenses.
I took some time to be a little bit logical. More than anything, I was thankful that I was able to secure a place to live. It looks like I would be able to save, too. But then, I had the realization. You said this is a live-in job, right?
Yes. Obviously, you're going to be living with me. You can't run away anymore.
And as she said that, Miss Imayoshi firmly grabbed my hand. And then a few days later, after I closed down the restaurant for good, I ended up moving in to Miss Imayoshi's place. I started my job out with the household chores, and a few months had gone. I'd completely gotten used to this job. Hello? Please wake up.
Oh, it's already morning?
You really are bad at mornings. Breakfast is ready for you.
Sure. Oh, time to get to work.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm getting dressed.
Even though I'm still here?
Why are you so embarrassed? You're like a high school kid.
Listen, you're a beautiful woman, Miss Imayoshi, so of course I'd be shocked.
Oh, my. Thank you.
I'm not trying to compliment you right now.
But that makes me happy. Especially if that's how you really feel.
That's enough. Please hurry and come down to the living room.
Oh, I can't believe I get to eat somebody's homemade cooking in the morning. Oh, seriously, what a luxury.
Today, just as you requested yesterday, Japanese food.
Is there Japanese omelets?
Of course.
Yay! Yeah, delicious!
Are you going to be back late today?
Probably, maybe around 7 o'clock.
Got it. I'm going to go get groceries in the afternoon, but is there anything you want?
I think I'm okay. Do you have enough money?
This month looks like we're going to have a lot left over.
Everything that's left, you can take that for yourself.
No, it's okay. I'm already receiving way too much. Ever since I started this job, my bank account was only growing more and more savings.
That's all the results of your efforts in this job, isn't it?
Efforts in this job?
Was that funny?
No, you're right. This is a job, and I'm working hard. Well then, why don't we do this?
Huh? What?
Let's save everything that's extra, and once we have enough saved up, let's go on a vacation to Nagasaki to see the old chef.
Mr. Daisuke, isn't that...
Would you not want to?
No, I think that's really great.
I'm glad. Well then, please hurry up and finish your breakfast. You're going to be late.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget your lunchbox.
If I forget it, then you can bring it to me.
Sure, I can, but Miss Imayoshi, I don't think you have time to even see me during your lunch break. You already seem so busy.
Especially because I'm so busy, I always feel refreshed just by looking at your face.
Yeah.
But it's true. More importantly, you've gotten more comfortable now.
About what?
About calling me by my first name.
It still does get a little embarrassing sometimes.
I like that little embarrassed face of yours. But I hope you can say it without blushing eventually.
After that, Miss Hina finished up the breakfast that I made today with a satisfied look on her face and went off to work. This job of helping out around the house wasn't that difficult. I've been living alone for a long time, so I was used to cleaning and doing laundry, and I think it matched my personality. First of all, because Hillary was so busy with work, she wasn't home that much, so even if I slack off a little bit, she wouldn't notice. That being said, I don't have any intention of slacking off. All right, the cleaning's done. The most difficult thing was the laundry. It was my first time washing women's clothing, and more than anything, they all seemed expensive, so there were a lot of things that required to be hand-washed. And also, that's right, like underwear. She probably doesn't see me as a guy like that. She tries to get dressed in front of me like it's normal, and she has me wash her underwear. I finished most of the chores within the morning, so I go to get the groceries then. I never miss checking out the sales. It's crazy fun to go check the coupons and go shopping. After I ate my lunch, it was mostly free time. I killed watching some videos online and marked down expenses for the day. This expense, I think, could have kept that down. Oh wait, it's already this late? Around the time the evening rolls around, I start getting ready for dinner. About 1 minute after 19 o'clock, I heard the front door open.
I'm home.
Welcome home. Hey, what's with the face?
Oh, nothing. I was just touched.
Why?
I was just thinking how nice it is to be welcomed home by someone.
That's true.
I shouldn't say this myself, but I made a good purchase.
I'm happy to hear that. Dinner will be ready soon.
Okay.
Would you like to take a bath first?
In that case, I'll take you first.
I wasn't within the options.
Oh, that's a shame. I have no choice, so I guess I'll take a bath.
You can take your time in there while I finish dinner.
Oh, do you want to get in with me?
Definitely not!
Damn.
First of all, if I get in, then who's going to cook?
That's a good point.
Hina looked like she was having fun as she giggled and headed towards the bathroom. And then it was dinner. I had a little bit of sake with Miss Hillary, and we talked to each other about what happened that day.
And then I got so scared that I spilled everything that I was holding all over the floor.
Oh no, that must have been a struggle.
Seriously, I'm so tired. I'm really not cut out for cleaning and things like that.
You did your best, though.
But, well, it's fine.
Why's that?
When I get to eat with you like this, it's so fun that I can forget about all of that.
And this was a day in the life of my new life. Hina was working in the hospital. Basically, she was a female doctor. I was walking there that day to drop off her lunchbox. I didn't think I'd actually have to bring it here for her. Hina went out of her way to wait for me in an easy place to spot her.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Not at all, it's fine.
Oh, do you want to eat with me before you go?
I already made my portion and left it at home.
Sometimes you could have bread from the market.
I don't want to waste any money.
Fine.
But also, do you not have the idea to try to share your portion?
Nope.
That was quick.
I don't want to share your homemade lunches with anybody.
Not even with me?
Of course not.
It's an honor to hear you'd like them that much.
I know. Thank you. I'll treat you to some coffee, even though it's canned coffee.
Well then, I'll take that.
Sure. Just wait a minute.
When Miss Hina walked away to buy me coffee, a man in a white coat stopped her to speak to her. He was tall and had a deep voice, meaning he was good looking. He looked really happy to be speaking with her, but after exchanging a few words, he noticed me and ended the conversation and then disappeared. I felt a sharp pain in my chest.
Mr. Daisuke, thanks for waiting.
That guy just now.
Oh yeah, you mean Dr. Kevin? What about him?
Is he your colleague?
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Thank you very much. How do I say this? He was very good looking.
I guess so. He's really popular amongst the nurses, too.
What about with you?
What? What about me?
No, it's nothing. Well, then I'm going to excuse myself.
I think I want meatloaf for dinner.
Sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. From there, my memory was vague.
I finally found you.
With that voice, I finally came back to reality. I don't know where or how I was walking or for how long. By the time I realized I was sitting on the riverbank and staring at the river, of course I didn't know how much time had passed and why I'd been doing such a thing. When I came to, I saw Miss Hillary with a scrunched look on her face.
Listen, you can't just disappear without saying anything. That's not acceptable.
I'm sorry.
Jeez. Judging by the look on your face, you've been here since you left the hospital in the afternoon. Haven't you?
Yes, the coffee you gave me is already cold.
So, what's the matter?
I'm sorry, but there's a possibility that I may be quitting my job.
Are you unsatisfied with the conditions?
No.
Are you bored with your job? Like, you want to go back to the kitchen?
That's not the case at all. Because you always look so happy whenever you're eating my cooking.
Well, that's because it is really delicious.
If I get to see that face, then I don't need to be working in the kitchen or a restaurant.
Well then, what are you unsatisfied about?
I'm not unsatisfied about anything.
Then it makes even less sense. In that case, why would you say that you're going to quit your job?
Because I've fallen in love.
Who has?
Me.
With who?
With you. When I saw you speaking to the doctor that's your colleague at the hospital, I realized that I was jealous.
And what's the problem with that?
Because isn't that uncomfortable for you? The guy that likes you is living under the same roof?
That's not uncomfortable for me.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. But also, it seems like you've got a misunderstanding. There's no way I would be able to live with a guy that I didn't like.
What?
And the fact that you misunderstood that is upsetting.
Does that mean...
Just so you know, I was first. I was the one that fell in love with you first, Mr. Daisuke. So that's that. So, if you could accept this one, eventually, then I would be happy.
And then Miss Hillary pulled out the marriage certificate I had seen once before. And her name was already written under the line for the wife. For the husband, there was still an empty spot.
I'm sure something like this might be too heavy, but I am getting to a good age soon. It doesn't have to be right away. But I guess as a goal, yeah, something like that.
Miss Hillary?
What?
You're talking really fast, but that's because you're hiding embarrassment, isn't it?
Yeah, and
I always thought that this one was a joke.
I wouldn't do something like this as a joke.
Are you sure I can have it?
Of course.
No. What I mean is, are you sure I can have you?
If you don't want it, then it's fine.
I need it. And I'll treasure you.
Yeah. Treasure me.
Yes, ma'am.
Well then, why don't we go home?
You're right.
I'm hungry.
Shall we eat out?
You said that we can't waste money, right? And for our vacation to Nagasaki, I need you to keep us having more and more to save each month.
But for me to start preparation now, it's going to take some time.
That's fine. I'll wait.
I'm sorry.
Because I'm in the mood and want to have your meatloaf tonight, Mr. Daisuke. No matter what.
You got first place on the test again, Amaguchi-san. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, thank you.
She got number 1 again. She's completely different from me, who's always mid-tier. I, Satoshi Koarai, am a junior in high school with average in looks and intelligence. On the other hand, the girl next to me, Arya Amaguchi, is perfect in looks, academics, and athletics as well. A lot of the people in class consider her to be the perfect superhuman, the school Madonna, the woman whom God himself worked on.
I can feel you staring at me. Can I help you?
Oh, sorry. I was just blindly staring into nothing. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
Right. Okay then. I'm a loner, so I'm alone. But even though she's also alone like me, she seems more lonely than me. I wonder why. I mean, there's no point in me thinking that anyway. Whatever. Afterwards, I continued to have class as usual before going back home.
Satoshi, I'm sorry, but can you go to the laundromat real quick?
Huh? No, that's a pain in the butt. Why don't you just do the laundry at home like you usually do?
The laundry machine is acting up from yesterday.
Seriously? I mean, I guess that laundry machine is pretty old.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go buy a new one this Saturday, so I'll go to the laundromat till then. I'll give you a little extra for your troubles, so please?
I would absolutely love to take you up on that offer. I was baited by the offer of extra cash, so I immediately headed to the laundromat. It's not that far from the house, but this is the first time I've come here, I think. I mean, you don't normally use the laundromat, so I guess that makes sense. After that, I put the laundry into the laundry machine and waited for 30 minutes. Alright, the laundry should be done. Now I just gotta put it in the dryer and wait. 10 minutes later, I think the dryer's gonna be done soon. Time actually flew by while I was messing around on my phone. There's a customer. She looks around the same age as me. Huh? Amaguchi-san? Things were awkward this morning, so I'm kind of weirded out right now. Ah, my dryer finished up first. I'm gonna pick it up and get out of here. Afterwards, I headed back home and thought that I was in the clear. But the next day... There's a letter in my shoebox. No way someone would be asking me out, so someone must be messing with me. I wasn't excited or expecting anything, but I'd feel bad for the person who wrote it if they were serious. I guess I'll go check it out. It's not like I'm excited or anything.
I'm going to be waiting for you behind the school today. I don't want to have to resort to more primitive measures, so I pray you show up without running away.
I shouldn't have looked. This is absolutely not a confession. But then what is this? I'm not being bullied or anything, and I haven't done anything that would make someone mad at me. I was curious who was calling me out to the back of the school, so I decided to head to behind the buildings after class ended. Huh? Amaguchi-san? I actually didn't predict this at all. I wonder what she wants with me.
Why are you surprised? I wrote my name on the letter.
No, I didn't see your name anywhere.
Oh, whatever, that doesn't matter.
She definitely forgot to write her name. Okay, sure. We can drop the name thing, but what's up?
Well, let me just ask you honestly. Give me my laundry back.
What are you talking about?
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell your parents and the school about this too.
I really don't understand what's going on here.
You're still going to play stupid with me, huh? Okay, then let me ask you this. You were at Yuicho Laundry yesterday, right?
Huh? Yeah, I was there, because my mom asked me to go do the laundry. I ran out in a hurry, so I thought maybe she didn't notice me, but she realized that I was the one that was there, huh?
You definitely went in there when I was there and stole my favorite underwear.
Huh? Why would I do that to you?
You were looking at me yesterday morning, too. You must like me. There are people who steal their crush's erasers, and some people also steal their underwear, right?
Yeah, don't lump me together with those people. And I'm not really into you or anything either. You're not my crush or anything.
No. Do you not have any kind of romantic feelings?
Why am I being accused of a crime, and then suddenly she's being put off by me? I do have that kind of feeling, of course, but I fall for someone after getting to know their personality and stuff. So...
I see. I mean, I guess that's better than just choosing someone for their looks. I get that, but you haven't been able to clear yourself of your crimes for stealing my underwear.
Okay, how are you going to believe me that I didn't steal anything?
I need to see your room.
What? I don't know about that! I've never even let a girl in my room before!
Then I cannot ever say that you are innocent.
Okay, sure. We can go and you can check to your heart's content.
Okay, good. I like it. I'm not going to trust you till I see for myself.
How does this happen? The two of us ended up going to my house afterwards.
Huh. This is your room? Well, you managed to keep your room surprisingly tidy, don't you?
I prefer a clean room.
I mean, that's true too. Okay, do you mind if I go searching now?
Yeah, feel free.
Okay, let's start off with the cliches. Under the bed?
Is that a cliche?
Well, the important things are hidden under the bed. I thought that's normal.
No, I don't think that's normal. Amaguchi-san is a little stranger than I thought. She's very prejudiced, for lack of a better word. Anyway, Amaguchi-san continued digging all throughout my room.
I can't find it.
Yeah, because I don't have it. Someone else could have stolen it from you, you know?
There's no way. The only other person that was there was you, and when I put my laundry in, there was no one else there.
Then maybe you forgot to take it out of the laundry machine?
That's not possible either. I noticed as soon as I got home and went right back to the laundromat to check if it was there or not.
Maybe someone who's not a customer went into the laundromat and took it. But I don't think that's likely either. Wait a second.
Huh. You have an idea?
Yeah, a little. I called the laundromat management company and handed my phone to Amaguchi-san. I called the management company for that laundromat, so try asking that person about lost underwear.
Yeah. Okay.
Afterwards, Amaguchi-san took the phone and smiled, but the moment she hung up, she seemed incredibly disappointed and sad.
They found it.
That's the first time I've heard her speak with a soft tone. I see. Okay, great.
I'm sorry for treating you like an underwear thief. I thought that they'd just leave forgotten laundry in the laundry machine.
Oh, the laundromat had little posters around that said that they would take the forgotten laundry in to prevent theft from happening. So if you feel like you lost laundry, give them a call.
Right. You're an observant one. Sorry, I just immediately thought that you were the one that stole it. I can't believe I just forgot something.
She's always so bold and brave, so it's strange to see her look so reserved. It's totally fine. I'm surprised though. I thought you were never clumsy like that.
What? That's not true.
Now she's red. She must have been extra embarrassed that I saw that about her. I thought she was a robot with how perfect she was, but I guess she also struggles sometimes. Wait, hey, why are you suddenly being so quiet? Are you still mad at me or something?
No, it's not that.
I just thought that she was so cute since I got to see a side of her that I never saw before. But there's no way that I could say that to her.
I mean, if you don't want to tell me, then fine. I'm sorry that I suspected you about the theft this time. It's totally my fault, so I'll repay you somehow.
Huh? Repay me?
Yeah, to pay off my debt to you, I will go out on a date with you.
A date? I told you earlier, but I'm really not interested in you. I mean, I do think she's much more interesting now than I thought she was earlier, but...
Yes, I remember you saying that, but you should feel lucky that you can go out on a date with a cute girl, right?
She just called herself cute. I mean, it's a fact, so she's not full of herself or anything. I guess I would like to try going on a date with you, if I'm being honest. I don't think I'll ever be able to go on a date with the school's most beautiful girl ever again.
I see. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Then I'll decide the date plans.
Okay, sure.
I want you to come over to my house tomorrow. My dad and mom won't be coming home till later in the evening, so don't worry.
Huh?
What are you surprised about? That's what dates are, right?
I don't think so.
That's usually how novels and dramas always do this. At least, that's how I remember them.
I think maybe if you're going out with her, but I don't know about a date before you're going out with them. Or maybe I'm just a pansy and it's totally normal to go to a girl's house. I don't have any friends who are girls, so I honestly don't know what's normal, but...
Okay. Well, how about going on a hot spring getaway then?
Yeah, I feel like that's even worse than the first suggestion. Can I just decide on something to do for the date? Leaving it up to her seems like a bad idea.
That's fine, but where do you want to go?
How about the movie theater?
If you're okay with that, then sure.
We talked to each other, and we agreed to hang out that Saturday before she went back home. I bought clothes to wear on the date, and came up with a date plan that I thought was a good plan. Before I knew it, it was already Saturday, when I was supposed to meet up with her. It's 15 minutes before the meetup time. I'm glad I got here before she did.
Oh, you're early.
Huh? You're early too. It's still 15 minutes before our promised time.
Yeah, I don't like being late very much.
I see. Well, it's a little early, but let's head to the theater.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're interested in romance movies, huh?
Yeah, this movie was a huge hit in the classroom, so I was curious about how it will be.
I see. It is the movie that's the most popular right now. Afterwards, we continued to watch a very, very passionate romance movie together before heading to a nearby cafe.
That wasn't that bad of a movie.
Really? I thought it was alright too. The heroine's personality was actually a little bit like Amaguchi-san's, I think.
But there's one part that I didn't understand.
Huh? Was there something that was difficult to understand?
Why did the main character fall for the girl?
Huh?
I mean, the girl was just high and mighty, and if anything, I didn't really like her at all.
You think so? I thought that it was actually pretty cute since she's always so cold and quiet, but when she's around him, she's kind of ditzy.
I see. That's the kind of girl that's your type? Huh. She's the complete opposite of the kind of girl that I am.
No, I think you two are actually incredibly alike, but I guess she's not very self-aware that she's a little ditzy.
Did I say something funny?
Nope, nothing.
Okay, then. I normally go to the movies alone, but going out with someone else and talking about it after isn't too bad either.
I see. I'm glad you had fun. Phew. I had no experience going on dates, so I was a little worried coming up with something. But I guess movies to cafe was a good idea.
Oh, wait. Did you calculate the part where we would discuss the movie afterwards as well?
No, I'm not that calculated. I don't know much about you, and I just figured that it would be better to have something to talk about, you know?
I see. After you turned my date plans down, I actually researched the bad places that you shouldn't go on a first date.
You researched bad places and not good places, huh?
Yes, because your reactions were so horrible, Kora-kun. I thought maybe others were also rating them as bad. I heard that first dates to the hot springs and the house were not very good. They also said that amusement parks are not very good either.
Huh? I thought that they're pretty fun and good for a first choice.
I thought so too, but apparently the time waiting for the ride is difficult because you have to be able to talk about something.
Ah, that's actually a great point.
Yeah, the complete opposite of movies.
I looked up a lot too, but I heard that movies are good because you won't run out of things to talk about.
Oh really? It was on the good lists?
Yes, did you not look up the good ideas list?
I was a little worried that I might figure out where you will be taking me today, so I didn't want to look.
Huh? Were you actually looking forward to today's date? I looked at her, and she gave me a quiet nod. Great.
What was so funny?
No, I just thought it was funny because I was all nervous and went out to buy new clothes just to go out on this date. I feel a little relieved.
Oh, really? I mean, it's my first date too. It's pretty normal, I think.
Huh? You've never gone on a date before?
Yes. Is that surprising to you? Or what, do you think I'm a girl that fools around? How do you see me anyway?
Up until recently, I thought you were just an unfriendly, perfect superhuman.
What? That's kind of rude. I mean, I did think that you were just a quiet, naive child that wouldn't be fun to be around, so I guess I was being rude too.
Well, you're not that far off from how I actually am, so I guess I can't say anything back to that. But talking in my room and going out on a date today, you seem completely different from what I imagined, so I actually felt like you were a little ditzy and interesting.
What part of me makes you think that?
All of it? The fact that you said hello and came all the way to my house? The fact that you invited me out to a hot springs on the first date?
Okay, I got it. You don't need to say any more. There were some parts of me that were different from what I imagined as well.
Huh? I thought that you were spot on with your judgment.
I stand corrected because you are definitely not boring to be around.
Huh? Are you saying?
Yeah, I had fun today.
Okay, great. Then next time, how about we go on a date for real and not just as a repayment thing?
Yes, I'd like that.
We started going out on dates, and they were incredibly fun too. During our third date, we were at a cat cafe.
Meow! Come over here.
You really like cats, huh?
Wait, you chose a cat cafe without knowing that?
I mean, I remember that you said you owned a cat when we were talking before, so I thought maybe you liked cats.
You are really listening and paying attention to what I'm saying, huh?
I mean, yeah, of course. I want to go somewhere fun if we're going to go. We're choosing where to go back and forth, but honestly, I'm not expecting much when you decide.
Oh, really? I thought I chose a nice spot.
I think that it's a little questionable to go to a haunted mansion when neither of us are easily spooked.
It's better than being terrified and not moving.
I think that's how you're supposed to enjoy haunted mansions, though.
But next date is perfect. It's the fourth date. You're not going to say anything this time on the third date, so maybe the fourth time...
Huh? Did you say something?
Nothing. Let's enjoy the cat cafe for today.
Yeah. I was a little curious, but we had a lot of fun at the cat cafe. 1 week later... Amaguchi-san? Where are we?
Can't you tell? We're at the top of the mountain staring out into nature.
Yeah, I get that, but do you like heights or something?
Not particularly. I don't dislike it either. But I knew that the fourth date should be at a place where the view is beautiful.
I see. I mean, I guess checking out the view outside sometimes is good.
Right. So, do you have anything you want to tell me?
Huh?
Before you said you didn't like me or have a crush on me or anything, but what about now?
Huh? I mean, of course it's not like before.
Huh? Are you saying...
Hey, Amaguchi-san? Did you Google or something?
What are you talking about? I haven't Googled or researched anything.
Really? Okay then. Then I'm gonna tell you what I want to tell you. You are the school Madonna, but in front of me, you're a cute, clumsy girl, and the expressions that you make are adorable. I like you. Please go out with me. Also, I know that it's cute because you chose this area since you Googled that typically people get asked out on the third or fourth date, so you chose a place where the view is nice.
You don't have to say that, even if you figured it out.
Sorry, but I just thought it was funny because I Googled it earlier on too. It's very us.
Yeah, you might be right. I like you too. If you're okay with a girl like me, let's go out.
We had a pretty horrible start, but I think we'll have a great time going forward.